Hello and welcome to the FIFA 20 Team of the Week 25 predictions. That's right, it is Monday once again and we are back and raring to go with another predictions. Now, I'm not going to lie, you might see the first three players on the screen and think, ooh, this could be a pretty good Team of the Week. I'm not going to lie, they're probably as big as it goes in terms of standout players. Now, there's a lot of players this week that could get into the Team of the Week, so I'm not going to dwell. If you are new to the channel, as always, do leave a like and a subscription. We potentially do have some big things coming here on the Sports Corner. We are very, very close to 600 subscribers, so if you are new, do leave a subscription as always. But we'll get on with the first set of plays because there's so many to get through today in this week's episode. We'll start with Courtois on the left. He made 4 saves and got himself a clean sheet in a 2-0 win versus Barcelona, of course. El Clasico was indeed last night. Fantastic game of football, of course. Real Madrid winning that game kind of late on, but Courtois, he made 4 saves and that clean sheet to get them a big victory against their rivals. Move on to Guaita. He made 8 saves and a clean sheet in a 1-0 win versus Brighton. I am pretty safe to say he should be nailed down to get into the Team of the Week. An ever-present goalkeeper in terms of consistency within the Premier League. And it has been a great signing, to be honest, for Crystal Palace since he joined the club. I can't remember when he joined, to be fair, but fantastic signing for them. We then move on to another Premier League player, this time in the form of Marcos Alonso. He got himself 2 goals in a 2-2 draw versus Bournemouth. I think he'll get in there. There's a real lack of defensive candidates this week, so we should see a second in-form Alonso, although he could potentially be up for Player of the Month as well, so we could potentially see the return of a very similar looking road to the final card like last year. Who knows? We move on to another 3 defenders now. I think this is the last set of defenders. Oh no, sorry, I've got another set on the next screen. We've got Bourne now. He got himself a goal and a clean sheet in a 3-0 win for Cologne against Schalke. A fantastic result for them. They have been on fire recently in the Bundesliga, Cologne. We then move on to the middle defender. You might notice a recognisable face. That's right, Ryan Donk is back in the Team of the Week predictions once again. He got himself a goal and a clean sheet in a 3-0 win for Galatasaray against Genka Baligi. He should get into the Team of the Week. However, there is another candidate, which I'll talk about later on, who could also get in, but I think Donk will get there instead. We then move on to Jamal Lewis of Norwich City. He claimed a goal and a clean sheet in a massive 1-0 victory against Leicester as Norwich push for survival. I mean, on Friday night, they must have been absolutely buzzing knowing that they got that 1-0 win against Leicester, but all the teams around them won, so unlucky for that one if you are a Norwich fan. We now move on to our last 2 defenders. I got it right this time. Starting with Napoli centre-back. Getting mixed up now. Napoli centre-back Manolas. He got himself a goal in a 2-1 win versus Torino. Of course, Manolas is always an ever-present centre-back in FIFA for the quality of his card, and he looks incredibly tasty once again. So we should see Manolas get into the Team of the Week. And finally, in terms of defenders, we move on to Mawasa. He plays for Stade Rennes, and he got himself a goal and a clean sheet in a 2-0 win against Toulouse. So we should see a in-form Mawasa, another Ligue 1 left-back. Of course, we've been getting a lot of those quite recently. We then move on to the midfielders. We have headliners Luis Alberto. He got himself a goal and an assist in a 2-0 win versus Bologna. Usually this probably wouldn't be enough to get an in-form, but there is a real lack of major candidates this week, so I do think we will see a 90 rated Luis Alberto, which looks absolutely incredible. I wonder whether he'll still be at Lazio in a couple of years' time, because he's a top quality player. And talking about top quality players, we have Coutinho on the left. He's one to watch, might be getting himself another upgrade, and I've only just realised why is the Senegalese flag there. Apologies about that. It should be the Brazilian flag. FIFA rosters messing up there. He got himself 2 goals in a 6-0 win versus Hoffenheim. Now it could be Kimmich who gets in there. He got himself a goal, an assist and a clean sheet, but I think Coutinho will get himself another ones to watch upgrade, but he'll be Brazilian, not Senegalese. I have absolutely no idea why that flag is Senegalese, but well, Coutinho should be in there next week. We move on to the middle player, of course, Diamante. You might know him as an ex-FIFA legend, FIFA beast of the game. He got himself 3 assists in a 6-2 win versus Central Coast Mariners. I don't think he's going to get in. 3 assists should usually get you in, but I do think that the EA overlook the A-League quite a lot, so whether he gets in or not is certainly another question. He should get in, but who knows. We then move over to Orellana of Eibar. He got himself a goal and a clean sheet. Sorry, not a goal and a clean sheet, a goal and assist in a 3-0 win versus Levante. Now, there are loads of candidates from this game. We could see Charles, the Brazilian striker. He got himself 2 goals. Or we could see Sergian Rich, who is the other Spanish striker. He got himself 2 assists. So it's safe to say I do think someone from that Eibar game will get in there. So it might not be Orellana. Of course, as well, that would be a position change from a right to left mid. We move on to our other 3 players now. Pereiro seems to be flying high in this picture. His head has practically been cut off the card. Once again, FIFA Rosters is having a nightmare today. He got himself a goal in a 2-1 win versus Real Betis. I don't know whether he'll get in or not, but once again, there is a real lack of midfield candidates. So he could get in there, of course. Another in-form Pereiro. One of the shocks of the week, of course, is MANOLAS. 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-0 win to end Liverpool's winning run of form, of course, unbeaten until now. A fantastic result for Watford as they are fighting for survival, and a big win to keep Arsenal's invincible run from being beaten. So we should see Ismaila Sarr in this week's Team of the Week. We move on to the right player, Savigny. He got himself 2 goals in a 3-0 win versus Strasbourg. You might remember him a couple of FIFAs ago for having an incredible Team of the Season card. Well, he's back on form once again, and a good performance there for Montpellier. We now move over to Vlap. He got himself 2 goals in a 3-0 win versus Vaslin Beveren. I'm pretty sure they were one of the teams I mentioned last week as well, so they've been getting annihilated quite a lot recently. And of course, this will be Vlap's first in form. 2 goals. He should get into the Team of the Week. Talking about someone who should definitely be in there, Benedetto. Now, what a card that's going to be. A ridiculously cheap, I think, Ligue 1 striker. He got himself a hat-trick in a 3-2 win versus Nimes. He got that on Friday night, and he looks very tasty. I am not going to lie. I'm pretty sure he has 5-star weak foot. So if you're looking for a cheap, fun striker to use, keep your eyes out on Benedetto this week. Now, of course, earlier I was talking about Galatasaray. There being potentially another player to be in the Team of the Week. It could be Radamel Falcao. Now, Galatasaray have been on a ridiculously good run of form recently, and they kept going again this time. Of course, getting that 3-0 win against Genk Baligi, but Falcao in the same game as Donk got himself 2 goals. So I do think we will see a Galatasaray player in there, but I'm not sure who it's going to be. Now we carry on with the strikers, because to be honest, there's been a hell of a lot of strikers this week getting themselves 2 goals or more. We start with Gignac on the left-hand side. He got himself a hat-trick in a 3-0 win versus Pumas, and if you haven't seen one of Gignac's goals this week, my word, it's worth a look on YouTube. An incredible goal from the ever-aging Frenchman, who I believe is now 34 in real life. Well, 34 just in general, not in real life, but he has been doing absolutely incredible in Liga MX, and hat-trick should see him get into the Team of the Week. In the middle of the page, we have Nikola Kanalic, of course, the on-loan man from Atletico Madrid, got himself 2 goals and 1 assist in a dramatic 4-3 victory for Roma against Cagliari. So we should see the Croatian striker get into this week's Team of the Week. And on the right-hand side, you remember him for being an ex-Hull City / ex-Norwich City striker. Mercy Mbakani should get himself a Team of the Week card. He got himself a hat-trick in a 3-1 win against Oostende, as Royal Antwerp are looking to fight towards those top spots in the Belgian League. When we move on to the final 3 players that I believe will get into the Team of the Week, we start with ZAPATA on the left-hand side. It'll be his second in form of the season, and a pretty decent card. That he got himself a hat-trick in a 7-2 win versus Lecce. Now, Atalanta were 2-0 down against Lecce, but they brought it back, and an incredible win for Atalanta. That's the 3rd time this season, by the way, they have scored 7 or more goals against a team. Absolutely incredible. We then move on to En-Nesyri, who recently moved to Sevilla. He got himself 2 goals in a 3-2 win versus Osasuna. Now, of course, As you know, there are a hell of a lot of candidates this week with 2 goals or more, so he might not get in there. So if he doesn't, the next most likely candidate is Oliver Torres. He got himself 2 assists in the same game, so we could see either one of those two get into the team of the week. And finally, in terms of the guaranteed players, we have Mbappe. Well, not guaranteed. This is the one card I really don't know whether he's going to get in or not. He got himself 2 goals and 1 assist in a 4-0 win versus Dijon. Now, it's a weird one because it's a fantastic card, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like he's actually going to get in there. But I thought I might as well put him in. 2 goals, 1 assist is one of the better performances of the week, but because he has recently had an inform, I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I don't think they'll put him in there unless they look to boost the team of the week up. So of course we will find out on Wednesday whether Mbappe gets in there or not. Now usually I would end the team of the week predictions there, but because there's so many people that can get in there in terms of midfielders and other performances, I've actually put 3 other players on the end that I feel like potentially have a chance of getting in there, but I don't feel like they're the most likeliest of candidates. On the left-hand side, we have Doherty. He got himself 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-2 win versus Spurs. Now, once again, this is one of the cards where I feel like he could get in, but he might not. Diogo Jota got himself a goal and assist and man of the match in the same game. So if we are to see a Wolves player, I do think it'll be one of those 2. We have Pablo Fornals. He got himself 2 assists in a 3-1 win versus Southampton. As I said, I do think there's a lack of big, specifically like midfielders and attacking midfielders that have done amazing this week. So we could see a first informed Fornals. And finally, we have Lars Stindl. Now, he is very similar to Mbappe. He's only just recently had an inform, but he got himself 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-2 win versus Augsburg. So usually that would probably be enough to get in there, but I think he only had an inform about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I don't know whether EA will be nice or evil in terms of putting him into the team of the week. So, there we go. That is the team of the week 25 predictions all over and done with. Safe to say there aren't the greatest of players in this week's team of the week, but there are a lot of candidates, so who knows what EA are going to do in terms of making it a big one or a small one. So of course, if you are new to the channel, as always, do leave a like and a subscription. It is greatly appreciated. If you are new, we are working towards 600 subscribers, and if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like as always and tell me who do you think will get into the team of the week this week. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.